And on the land, the sea. How y'all doing?
Travis Kelce's teammates are clearly living for his fiancée's new era. When Chiefs defensive tackle Chris Jones hit the podium for his Thursday, October 30th press conference, he didn't just stroll in, he made an entrance. The 31-year-old had Taylor Swift's The Fate of Ophelia blasting on his phone, turning the media room into a mini listening party. Reporter Harold Kuntz caught the moment on video, and yes, it's as iconic as it sounds. Jones, who's been tight with Kelce through a decade of Chiefs dominance, even started belting out the song's dreamy chorus mid-press conference. On the land, the sea, the sky, he sang, while reporters cracked up.
And on the land, the sea. How y'all doing?
After answering the usual questions about Kansas City's latest win and their next face-off with the Buffalo Bills, Jones wasn't done. As he walked out, he hit play again, letting Taylor's vocals fill the room. "Y'all like it?" he grinned before heading off, music still going.
Fate of Ophelia.
Let's go. What's your favorite one?
Is that the best one? I just don't know it.
Is that your favorite?
Jones' public display of Swiftie pride comes hot on the heels of Kelce's on-field tribute. After snagging yet another touchdown, his 83rd, tying him for the franchise record, Kelce looked up toward the suite where Taylor was watching with Brittany Mahomes and broke into a few familiar moves. Yep, the choreography from The Fate of Ophelia. Swifties clocked it instantly. "This was definitely Travis Kelce doing the Fate of Ophelia dance, right?" one fan screamed on X. "That was my fave part of the video. Adorable that he used it for his TD Selly," another added. And honestly, they're not imagining it. The song is packed with little Kelce Easter eggs, like "Keep It 100," one of his go-to catchphrases, and "Pledge allegiance to your hands, your team, your vibes." Even Taylor confirmed the math behind their connection during a BBC One interview. Their lucky numbers, 87 and 13, add up to 100, hence the lyric. In short, the Chiefs' locker room is vibing, Kelce in his Swiftie era, and Taylor's new album, The Life of a Showgirl, has officially taken over Arrowhead. However, not all is rainbows and unicorns. For one, Billie Eilish is never one to bite her tongue, especially when it comes to calling out the ultra-rich. During her fiery acceptance speech at the WSJ Magazine Innovator Awards in New York City, the 23-year-old music prodigy got real about the state of the world and what she thinks billionaires should be doing with their piles of cash. "We're in a time right now where the world is really, really bad and really dark, and people need empathy and help more than ever," she said. "It'd be great if people who have money use it for good things. Maybe give it to some people who need it."
We're in a time right now where the world is really, really bad and really dark, and people need empathy and help more than kind of ever, especially in our country. And I'd say if you have money, it would be great to use it for good things and maybe give it to some people that need it.
Then came the mic drop line that had the internet buzzing. "And if you're a billionaire, why are you a billionaire?" Ooh, you could practically hear the champagne glasses clinking nervously in the room.
Love you all, but there's a few people in here that have a lot more money than me. And if you're a billionaire, why are you a billionaire?
But Billie didn't just talk the talk, she backed it up. The Bad Guy singer pledged a massive $11.5 million from her Hit Me Hard and Soft tour to climate and food equity causes, and that's when Swifties entered the chat. Even though Billie never named names, fans couldn't help but think her comments were another subtle dig at Taylor Swift, given their past tension. "She's shading Taylor, I think," one fan wrote, while another joked, "Billie just cooked the billionaires in their own room and dropped $11.5 million while at it. That's how you drop the mic and the check." This isn't the first time fans have accused Billie of side-eyeing Taylor. Last year, she went off about artists who released dozens of vinyl versions just to boost sales, calling it wasteful and irritating. "Some of the biggest artists in the world are making 40 different vinyl packages," Billie said at the time. "It's so frustrating when you're trying to be sustainable." Swift's The Tortured Poets department famously came in 4 collectible vinyl versions, so the internet wasted no time connecting the dots. But Billie later tried to cool things down, saying that her comments weren't aimed at anyone specific. "I wasn't singling anyone out. These are industry-wide issues," she clarified. As for Taylor, she's completely unbothered. The 35-year-old megastar is too busy selling out stadiums and traveling the world to care about Billie's supposed shade. Still, some insiders think Billie's comments might come from a touch of envy. She should focus on selling her own records instead of tearing down another female artist, one source reportedly said. Whatever the truth is, one thing's for sure, Billie's not afraid to stir the pot, especially if it gets people talking about money, morals, and music. But Taylor's brother-in-law will not have people saying negative things about her. Jason Kelce is all heart and a little starstruck after the Taylor Swift dropped by the New Heights podcast, the episode that literally broke a Guinness World Record and became the pop culture event of the year. Taylor killed it, Jason told USA Today's Ralphie Aversa. For her to trust us and come on our show and release all that information to the world and be as open as she was, it was just awesome to see. The retired Eagles legend may have been chatting about his new Kingsford charcoal fragrance, Slow Burn. Yes, that's real, and yes, the internet's obsessed with it. But his real flex these days is the podcast he co-hosts with his brother Travis. Their August 13th episode with Taylor didn't just perform well, it blew up. Over 1.3 million fans tuned in live on YouTube, because of course the number was 13, Taylor's lucky charm, and it's since racked up a jaw-dropping 24 million views. Jason, ever the humble king, joked, "Well, I don't think Travis and I had much to do with that, but I'm just happy it went well. More importantly, we're happy it went well, because if it hadn't, we would have felt really bad." The nearly 2-hour episode, titled Taylor Swift on Reclaiming Her Masters, Rapping the Eras Tour, and the Life of a Showgirl, was Taylor's first ever podcast appearance and her most candid interview in years. And boy did she deliver. Taylor didn't just chat, she dropped bombs. The singer announced her 12th studio album, The Life of a Showgirl, and revealed the album art, full track list, and an October 3rd release date, all live on the Kelce Brothers Show. "This album is about what was going on behind the scenes in my inner life during this tour," Taylor shared. "It just comes from the most infectiously joyous, wild, dramatic place I was in my life." In other words, Taylor gave the world tea, truth, and top-tier content, and the Kelce brothers gave her the mic. Speaking of the Kelces, after months of teasing the idea, it looks like Kylie and Jason might finally be on the same page about adding a furry new family member. And no, it's not another dog, it's a cat. On the October 30th episode of Kylie's Not Gonna Lie podcast, the 33-year-old mom of 4 and her former NFL hubby tackled fan questions, including one that Swifties and Kelce fans have been dying to know: when are the Kelces getting a cat? Kylie wasted no time putting Jason on the spot. "I think we need to ask the special guest. When are you finally getting the cat?" she teased.
NGO with Kylie, I think we need to ask the special guest, when are you finally getting the cat?
Jason's response? Pure dad energy. "If it's up to me, never," he deadpanned.
I mean, if it's up to me, never.
Apparently, Kylie has been leading the pro-cat campaign at home, while Jason's been firmly anti-feline. But don't count her out. She says a compromise might be in the works. "There is a compromise that we have found our way to, which is maybe in the next couple of years," she revealed.
And there is a compromise that we have found our way to.
Yeah.
Which is maybe in the next couple years.
Yeah.
Jason naturally had some conditions. He's only on board if the cat earns its keep. "I don't want a deadbeat cat," he joked. "If you're living with us, you're paying rent. I can do a deadbeat dog. Deadbeat cat has no use to me."
I'm not opposed to a working cat. Deadbeat dog, I can do a deadbeat dog. Deadbeat cat has no use to me.
His ideal scenario? A working cat. One that stays outside, handles the mice, and doesn't cross the threshold into their home. Once it crosses that barrier into the house, it's starting to gray some lines, he warned, adding with a grin, "So just let it live on the property outside."
Once it crosses that barrier into the house, it's starting to gray some lines. So just let it live on the property, outside, take care of the mice situation.
Yeah.
Kylie's not giving up, though. "It's a work in progress, guys," she laughed. "I'm going to keep chipping away at it."
It's a work in progress, guys. I'm going to keep chipping away at it, okay?
The Kelces, who share daughters Wyatt, Elliot, Bennett, and baby Finn, are already devoted dog parents to Nessie, their Irish wolfhound. But Kylie's been openly campaigning for a cat since early 2024, telling media she wanted to make sure Jason was on board before bringing one home. And here's where things get extra juicy. Kylie first brought up the cat topic on Jason and Travis's New Heights podcast, conveniently around the time Travis started dating Taylor, a well-known cat mom to Meredith, Olivia, and Benjamin. "I told Jason that I want to get a cat," Kylie told Travis, "and he told me no. And I feel like you might like cats now," she added, clearly referencing Taylor's feline-filled household. Then, after Taylor's record-breaking New Heights appearance in August, Kylie got a little creative. On Not Gonna Lie, she read a fan comment suggesting that Jason buy her an orange tabby cat to match Swift's new orange-themed album, The Life of a Showgirl. "Great idea," Kylie said, loving the suggestion. "Let's slide the cat in there. We'll bait and switch Jason. Show him like, whoa, you guys are breaking the internet with your podcast. Boom, cat in the house. He'll never know. Outstanding, no notes." So will the Kelce's next family edition be an orange tabby named Showgirl? Only time will tell, but one thing's certain, Kylie's got a perfect plan in motion. Speaking of plans, 2012, the era of Tumblr edits, heart-shaped sunglasses, and Hailer. One Direction was still intact, Taylor Swift had just dropped Red, and the internet was losing its collective mind over rumors that the country pop princess was dating curly-haired heartthrob Harry Styles. The two pop powerhouses were the couple of the moment. Think paparazzi chases, matching necklaces, and a million fan theories. Fast forward more than a decade, and the Hailer hysteria has mellowed into nostalgia until now. On October 29th, media sources dropped a little bombshell. Harry Styles is reportedly dating Zoe Kravitz, one of Taylor's longtime friends. Before you start imagining friendship drama and shady lyrics, insiders say there's no bad blood. Taylor doesn't have an issue with it, a source said. Their relationship was so long ago. Harry's moved on and so has Taylor. They're friendly when they see each other, which isn't too often, but it happens. And it's true, the last time the two were spotted chatting was at the 2023 Grammys, looking perfectly cordial and perfectly famous. Their first friendly reunion was at the 2021 Grammys, a full-circle moment for fans who once lived through their scarf-sharing days. But let's rewind to how it all started and fell apart. Back in 2013, an insider told Vanity Fair that Styles chased Taylor for a year before winning her over. But the fairy tale romance turned messy fast, reportedly unraveling after Harry texted Taylor about paparazzi photos of him kissing another friend goodbye. Apparently that was the last straw. Cue breakup, heartbreak, and naturally a hit album. Taylor channeled her feelings into 1989 with songs like Style and Out of the Woods, widely believed to be inspired by her time with Harry. In a 2015 interview, she admitted the relationship left her anxious and uncertain. "The number one feeling I felt in the whole relationship was anxiety," she said. "It felt very fragile, very tentative, always like, what's the next roadblock?" Of course, Harry got his say too. Not long after, One Direction released Perfect, featuring the cheeky lyric, "If you're looking for someone to write your breakup songs about, then baby, I'm perfect." Touché. Since then, both stars have lived a lot of life. Taylor is now engaged to NFL star Travis, and Harry's moved on with Zoe Kravitz, who reportedly started dating him in August 2025. According to an insider, they're very similar and free-spirited. They hit it off immediately and have incredible chemistry. So, over a decade later, the Hailer chapter is officially closed. Taylor's got her tight end, Harry's got Catwoman, and the rest of us, we've got the soundtrack. That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you on the next one.